Good morning. I just woke up and as you can see, I'm not ready yet, but it's awesome. It's Friday. Okay, this is much better. I am sipping my coffee and I already made breakfast because I have my lunch routine. Either I go for a jog or I do my kick-ass exercises with Mr. London from YouTube. Hi, Mr. London. And it's awesome. Yeah. I just want to name this video Live Your Life to the Fullest. Coffee. World best coffee in the world. It reminds me of some stupidity from a very nasty person that got triggered because I was like saying this is the best coffee in the world. How can you be triggered by something this little and stupid? Anyhow, there's got to be a positive video. So see that two paintings in the background. I used to paint. Why do I start with that? Because I'm getting back to what makes me happy, being creative. And I've been always a creative person since the age of, I don't know, the age of when I could actually write anything down. I think from maybe not the first grade, but second grade, third grade. I love food. And I'm not gaining weight. 5.5 and just 53 kilograms. But since I'm working on my fitness level and working with weights, I might gain a little bit muscle weight. Anyhow, that's why I need the protein in the morning. So I started writing fairy tales. Yeah, I used to read a lot of them, and at some point, I had some ideas and I really imagined how the fairy tale would end and not the ending that was given. So I rewrote the ending. And and since then, writing has been a part of me. It developed to become a part of me. I started then writing poems at a very young age. As far as I remember, I was not even in the secondary school. So it's the school system here in Germany is a little bit different than in North America or anywhere else. So at the age of 10, and I kept on writing stories. It first started out to write the stories and the poems in German. And then I think I didn't do anything in Turkish. It came later. And then and then I started taking this as an outlet for life challenges, and it was like it bursted out of me whenever I had a problem or a challenge or whatever it was. It really burst out of me, like in the middle of the night or whenever, even outside. I needed a pen and a paper and need to write it down, and it came out really nice. Sometimes I've had many people who had a very positive reaction to my poems. I started out writing them on MySpace. Maybe you remember that social website. And I've collected many followers with regards to my poems and my thoughts and my notes. And I kept on writing and writing and writing. I never published anything. I mean, as an artist, you never think that you're good enough or anyone is interested in in what you write. I mean, the people that were, giving me the positive feedback, I've never taken them too seriously. So I kept on writing. At some point, I refused to write. It was me deciding on, telling myself, no, I'm not gonna even put any more energy into using this as an outlet, because every time I had a problem and used to write a poem as an outlet, I had it black on white, right? That I had a challenge. It was an evidence that I did have a challenge, and I was struggling and so forth, and I was going through the emotions all over again whenever I read the poem. So I refused to take it as an outlet, but I'm still into writing. I just love, being by myself and writing words and just pouring out my soul into it. So I decided to start writing books, which I have for the past couple years. I just have started writing 8 books, even on 8 various topics, but I've never finished them. Yeah. So something in the outside world triggered me just to do that, to finalize one book. It is a different topic than I had previously in mind, like with the 8 different books that I started. But it does not matter. It just matters that the flow is going, and that I'm going to finalize this book, and when the flow is going, I'm going to finalize every other book that follows, right? The outcome doesn't matter. Just do whatever you love doing. Just follow your passion. Yeah. It is nothing that I just started doing only, to take revenge or anything like that. No, it is something that has been boiling up till this time, since childhood. Yeah. So this is one thing, being creative. Never stop being creative. Never stop being you. I mean, if you're not creative, then poor you. If you're not someone who has an outlet, who has a hobby, whatever, then I'm not speaking to you. Yeah, because these people live in the outside world. It's just, fake appearance they put out there. I'm talking to real people with real lives, that love having a life, that love living their lives. Yeah. So narrowing down my audience to my tribe. So anyhow, and I always was a painter. I've never taken painting classes. Whenever I put something as a sketch in my book, or started painting something like this one in the background is in oil colors. Yeah, nobody taught me how to do it. I mean, I know it's not like a masterpiece, but it's something. It's something I really like, and it gives away 2 different sides of a story. Yeah, the one up above it's just looks calm and peaceful, and the one down looks similar but is the opposite. Yeah. I can't find the words now, but anyhow. So I have more painting. I just refuse to put them up at the moment, and I have one over my chimney. I really would like to one canvas that is empty. I really would love to. After so many years, it was empty, and I couldn't figure out. I wasn't inspired to do anything with it. Now I am. I know exactly what to put on it. Don't allow the world's struggle change you in a bad way. The person you are, the passions you have, and I'm not talking about like instant passion, like for intimacy or something. I mean like real passion that pursues you throughout your life. Yeah, like that shapes who you are. Yeah. So these kind of passions I'm talking about, if I mean, I narrowed down my audience already to my tribe. So if you're one of them who, have those passions or had them at some point, never ever give up. Yeah. Every time I was painting something, I was in my element. I was feeling me again. I was like feeling powerful. It gives you power to know who you are and to follow again who you are and what makes you happy. If there are things out there that empowers you, just do never stop putting time and effort into it. Yeah. Every time I start painting, every time I start writing something, even the book that I'm currently doing and writing, even just ballet dancing. I have a classical ballet education and started dancing the ballet at the age of 3. And at some point I need to decide whether to pursue it professionally. My ballet dancer was confident I could do it, and even after me, 2 of my fellow ballet colleagues, they were not so good in the beginning. They started out even really late, and I mean, I was the best in class, 1 out of 2, and the 2 that came later, they started with the ballet later, they now pursue their ballet career. One of them opened a school, the other one is performing at the opera. Well, not currently, but you know what I mean. And the first one even started writing a children's book about ballet. Yeah. So I could have become not just a semi-professional, because I got hired we got hired as a group to perform on various events, and like really nice events. At some point we were at the Freemasons event, and it was really decent and very elegant, and yeah, we were part of the ball. So anyhow, so whenever I stopped dancing, and I did that for university to fully concentrate of my on my academic achievements, it just gave me hell. Something was missing in my life. I really didn't like it. Yeah. And I was upset, and I couldn't figure out why. Yeah. And thank God, one of my teachers, he's from Allen 80, New York. He kept on going because the school shut down. The initial director of the company, she grew very old. At the age of 90, I think she shut down the school. And I started dancing with the private group with my jazz dance and ballet dance teacher from New York. And boom, I was happy again. Like if you're fortunate enough to live in a family in which extracurricular activities are important, and your mother, your father, your parents figure out what you like doing, what could be part of your nature, except just pursuing school and studies and work, then you'll figure out what you like. And it was with me definitely dancing. Yeah, dancing, first classical ballet, but also modern jazz dance. And then I mean, figuring myself out at early ages, that I just liked writing and liked painting, stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, never ever give up on what makes you happy. Yeah, it's not always tangible. It's not always something that you can see 100% in front of you. It's not always something that you're going to figure out in your later lifetime. Most of the time, it's something that you love doing when you were a child. Yeah. So never ever give up on doing, making, creating whatever you love. Yeah. I mean, of course, I have developed since childhood, and I have also developed other interests like cooking. I love cooking with fresh fruit and vegetarian, figuring out new recipes on my own, just getting inspired by smell and color and all that, and putting up the ingredients and creating a wonderful dish. This is part of my creative side. Or just water sports. I started windsurfing when I was 14 years old, and I really loved doing that. So even though I'm not gonna pursue windsurfing again, but I figured, hey, a stand-up paddleboard will do the same. Yeah. So I've been doing that for the past 3 years, and it looks really lame, but it's not. It really is not. Yeah. Yeah, your muscles will get sore after like an hour, and if you're a beginner, after like 30 minutes, that's enough already. I'm just saying, I mean, never ever give up on life because you are struggling with daily routine like work, blah blah. I mean, this will never go away. Yeah. Especially for the past 2-3 decades, we live in times in which the competition has increased tremendously, and we are not living a 9-to-5 jobs, regardless the branch, and the struggles are real, like on an everyday basis. This is normal for each single one of us. Yeah, but I mean, this is what pays the bill. And of course, I mean, if you're passionate with your work like myself, you will enjoy doing what you're doing. But other than that, what else is out there that makes you happy? Yeah. So pursue this. I mean, it would be so bad if the only source of happiness is work. Yeah. I mean, what a waste of a lifetime. The only source of happiness cannot be just one thing. Yeah, work can satisfy your ego. Yeah, and from my perspective, that's about it. If you pursue a creative work lifestyle, it might be a little bit different, but if you look back in history and see how the great painters used to live, like Picasso, I mean, he died as a poor and hungry man. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying you have to become like this. I hate box thinking. I'm just saying, if it's work that is non-creative, yeah, and you define what's creative, then it's more or less ego related. But what else is out there? You're not just the ego. Yeah. So feed your soul, feed your heart, feed your passions, and just be alive and just be happy and be joyous. I mean, this is the only life we're handed out, and I really appreciate it on a daily basis, each second of the day. So, and I mean, don't think about tomorrow. Don't think about yesterday. There is no point in doing so. Yesterday is gone. I know that there are these, sayings out there. Some of them do make sense to me, and some of them just don't. Yeah, as I said, I don't believe in going with the flow. When the flow is not good for me, then I'm not gonna go with the flow. But Yesterday is just gone. Yeah, there is nothing you can do about it. And tomorrow is not here. Tomorrow will be tomorrow, and then you can think about it. And the worst kind of thing we do is just exaggerating our fears and allowing them to get into our ways. And most of the time, the fears even do not manifest. Yeah, most of the time. Yeah, we do fear more than what could really yeah, what is not gonna materialize itself. Anyhow, it's too long again. I'm gonna finish my breakfast, and yeah, just a quick word in the morning. Have a wonderful Friday. Thank God it's Friday.